Good day YouTube, this is AJ here, and today I'm going to be changing front brake pads on my 1982 GMC Sierra crew cab long box. Picked up just a set of generic brake pads for it. It's pulling hard to the left while I'm driving, and when I hit the brakes it pulls real hard to the right. So I'm under the suspicion that my left caliper is sticking or seizing up, and that my right brakes, I'm betting, have more material, more friction pad left than the driver's side. So let's get it jacked up, get the tires off, and take a look at what's going on. Alright, so I got it lifted up, front end, got it supported on jack stands. Everything's free to roll now. Just got it supported by the control arms there. So, I guess we will take the tires off and see from there. Alright, got the wheels off. I already loosened the lug nuts, so they'll come off easier. Center cap up there on the hood so I don't lose it. Okay. Now let's go to the driver's side. I'll take this one off too. Again, these ones are already loosened. Alright, so I got that tire off. And now I'll take a look at the brakes. So in here are my brake pads. Hard to see with the sunlight shining on it, but they are really worn down. And those are very warm. And over here on the passenger side, the rotors, well, they look okay. Got a little bit of scoring in them, but nothing that's too horrible. Probably still reuse these just fine. The brake pads, there's still about 25–30% left on them. So now we will take the calipers off and take off the brake pads. We'll make sure, we'll check this caliper to see if it's seizing or not. Really hope it's not, but we will take them off and we'll find out. So to take the brake calipers off, you will need a 3/8 inch Allen socket for 3/8 ratchet, and the Allen key heads are in the back here. So one on the top and one on the bottom. Stick those on. Get your ratchet in there. Sometimes I'll need a breaker bar to get them loose. Might just be able to hit this with my hand. Yeah. Well, we'll come back when I have these off. Alright, so I got those 2 pins on each side out. Now, all you gotta do is pop off the caliper. Sometimes you need to take something to pry it with. I'm just gonna use my tire iron to pry end on it. Just to get it away from, there we go, away from the rotor. Now now that it's off, find a place to put it. Well, there's my pads. There's the back pad. Still in decent condition, actually. And the front pad. Well, there's still some material left on it, but I think my issue that I'm having with the way it's braking and driving is those are really loose. So I'm going to put this pads just kind of gently back into place. So when I go to put the new ones in, I know which order they go in. Go off to the passenger side. I'm going to check my pads. Make sure they're the right ones. There's the fronts. The rotors, the front pads. And that would make these the rear rotor, or rear draw pads for the rotors. So yeah, we'll go to the passenger side now. Alright, so passenger side. Same thing, might need to take a pry bar in there. Just to get it loose. There. Pull it away from the rotor. Find a place to put it. I'm just kind of sticking mine right with the control arms there. So here's the passenger side. Passenger side back one. Sits back in here like that. There's the front one. Well, not in too bad of shape. So I'll put these back so I don't forget the order of them either. On this truck, I don't have to worry about the rotor, rotor falling off, as it's a 1-ton, heavy duty in the front end, 8 lug, held on by the axle nut in there, 2-wheel drive. Same with the driver's side here. But that wheel bearing is bad. Rolls smoothly, but if you listen to it, you can hear it making some noises. So we'll come back when we go and put the pads back in. Alright, so we are back. Sorry, I forgot to film pushing the caliper back in. All I used was a C-clamp. Left the old brake pad in there, clamped it to the back and pushed it in. But we are now ready to insert the new brake pads. I went ahead before I loaded up the video or the camera. There's a clip on the back of the inside pad. All I did was take it off and put it on to the new pad. And then these are going to sit up against there like that. So this pad, if you look at it as a smiling face, it smiles, it doesn't frown. A little hard to do this one-handed, but I'm going to try. Without letting that hang on the hose. goes. I think I'm good there. So the new pad. Now, sometimes you just gotta take these clips and stretch them out a little. So that they fit inside the piston a little better. So that one sits in there like that. This brake pad, same thing, it's smiling, but it smiles away from you. Friction material always goes to the inside, always. If you put it, if your friction material sits like this, you're an idiot. There. And then all you do is you take your caliper and you put it back onto the rotor. Just make sure your brake pads stay in place. Probably gonna have to put the camera down for this, so I'll see if I can get a shot for you guys. Alright, sorry guys, I didn't get the video of me putting the brake pads in on the passenger side. I was having a little bit of some complications with the brake pads. Apparently I had the wrong side of brake pad in for the passenger side. So I flipped it around. I guess the wear indicator marks here go down at the bottom, not up at the top like I thought. Wasn't sure because the old brake pads don't have any wear indicators on them. So wasn't sure of what order they went in. So sorry about not getting that video, but they are on. Got these 2 bolts in the back, in and tightened back down. It's not going anywhere. So we will move on to the driver's side now. Alright guys, so again, the driver's side, I didn't film the part where I put the brake pads on and the brake caliper on, but it's on, it's good. Got some friction to them. Bolts on the back. They're in, they're snug. 3/8 Allen head. So now it is time to put the wheels and tires back on and get them snugged down. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. That's all 8. So now we'll move on to the driver's side. Or sorry, passenger side. Alright, so we're over at the passenger side. I'm gonna put the tire on. This one's a little higher up than the driver's side was. So these are not all that light. Make sure your little center cap thing is straight. Tire up and on. Now this tire I've only got 7 lug nuts on it. Somebody stole one and cannot find a replacement for these long lug nuts. So it's not a safety issue. It's not going to fall off or anything. It's just more for the looks. I kind of hate it. Get these just kind of started. There, that's 7 started. Now what you want to do when you're tightening these down, you always want to go opposite of each other. So you start up wherever you want to start. I'm going to start here at the top, tighten this one down. I'm going to go directly across down to this lug nut. From there, because it's an 8 lug setup, I'm going to go 2 over to the side here, tighten this one up, then go across, tighten this one up. Once those 4 are tight, go 1, 2, 3 over, start here, tighten this one. Then I would move down to here and tighten this one, but I'm missing it. So then I'm going to end up going over, tighten this one, and then I'll tighten this one. That'll be the 7 of them on this side that are tight. So, I'll show you what I mean. Now all I gotta do is torque them down. So now, alright, so now that the tires are on, all we have left to do is take the jacks out, or the jack stands out. So I'm just using my spare tire jack because I don't have a hydraulic jack at the moment. Alright, so now that that's done, all that is left to do is a test drive. So I'm going to pump up my brakes just a few times before I fire it up to make sure they're nice and stiff. Go for a spin. So before, while I was driving down the road, it would pull real hard to the left while driving. And when I brake, it would pull really hard to the right. So, driving down the road, take my hands off the wheel, and it seems to be going pretty straight. Now when I apply the brakes, hands off the wheel, brakes are being applied. Not touching the steering wheel, it doesn't pull at all. So that's exactly what I want. Hands are off the wheel. Seems to be driving relatively straight. Again, hands off the wheel as I apply the brakes. Push it hard, doesn't turn. I think I have fixed the issue. So, if you found this video helpful, I ask that you like the video, comment, or if you want to see more videos, subscribe. I don't often upload videos. I only upload them, or I only take videos and upload when I have something that has malfunctioned or broke down or gone wrong in my own vehicle. It's not too terribly often that this truck needs repair, thankfully. So, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message or to ask them in the comments, and I will respond to you with them right away. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.